Greetings, Guardians of Dominion, Zeus here, ready to charge into battle once again. Today we're diving into Chapter 4 of the Electra event, and this stage changes everything. The shop, the battles, the power spikes. If you get this chapter right, you set yourself up for a smooth path to the finale. Stick with me, because what happens here decides how far you go. Chapter 4 begins with the relic Amulet of Battle upgrade, and this one demands a serious investment, 110 energy to push it all the way to level 10. Once that's done, I move straight into the development shop, before jumping into the first battle. At this point, only Electra is an available hero, so my first purchase was the Electra and Orion pack. Right after that, I grabbed Folio and Arachne cards to start building the foundations of my team. After a few refreshes, the Electra Orion pack appeared again, and I immediately spent my stall coins there. I kept refreshing the shop to see if I could pin anything valuable for future purchases, because usually the very first shop rotation has some excellent double card opportunities. With those preparations done, I moved into the next battle. The enemy team was Hus, Dante, and Aidan, a deceptively dangerous trio you should never underestimate, especially with healers backing them up. This fight was tougher than expected, and honestly, I only managed to pull out the win because of Arachne's stuns. That crowd control kept the enemy team from snowballing. The victory rewarded me with another 40 stall coins. After that, it was straight back to the development shop for another round of preparation. I saw an Electra card appear and bought it instantly. A few refreshes later, the Electra Orion pack showed up again, but I didn't have enough stall coins at that moment, so I pinned it for later. After 2 more refreshes, another Electra card popped up, and this time I had the coins, so I grabbed it before moving into the next battle. The enemy lineup this time was Corvus, Dante, Morrigan, Phobos and Thea, a classic anti-physical protection team with strong sustain and resurrection tricks. I did lose Orion during the fight, but the rest of my team managed to push through and secure the win, earning me another 40 stall coins. Back in the hero stall, I collected the pinned Electra Orion cards and pinned Arachne for upcoming rounds. Then it was time for another battle. The enemy team was Julius, 2 Orions, and Cornelius, and yes, seeing 2 Orions on the opposing side is never a good feeling. I lost Arachne early, and almost lost my own Orion, but somehow managed to scrape out a win. That one rewarded me with 60 stall coins. Returning to the shop, I bought the Arachne card, refreshed, and then purchased another Orion card. I kept refreshing, but nothing useful appeared. At this point, my Electra was already maxed, Orion needed just 3 more cards, and I was looking for Aidan as my 5th hero pick. After several refreshes, I finally saw the Arachne Folio pack and pinned it. A few more refreshes showed Folio 2 card packs, which I also pinned. Then it was time for the next battle. The enemy team was Corvus, Lyria, Kira, and 2 Morrigans, a full undead setup. Thankfully, the fight was quick and clean, and I earned 60 stall coins. Back to the shop again, I purchased the previously pinned Arachne Folio pack and the Folio 2 card pack. The next enemy team was Dante as tank, backed by Amira, Sebastian, Heidi, and Iris, absolutely brutal. Dante managed to kill my Orion and nearly took down Arachne and Folio 2, but the team pulled through in the end, giving me 90 stall coins. Once again, back to the development shop for preparations. After refreshing, a Folio Arachne pack showed up, and I bought it immediately. A few more refreshes revealed Arachne 2 card packs, which I also purchased. After one more refresh, I moved into the next fight. This time, the enemy team was Aurora, Ishmael, Amira, Fafnir, and Martha. The fight took longer than usual because their sustain is high and Ishmael hits hard, but eventually my team broke through, and for once, without losing a hero. That rewarded me with another 90 stall coins. Back in the shop, I refreshed a few times until I saw the Arachne Folio pack appear again. I bought it right away, finally maxing Arachne. Folio needed just one more card. I kept refreshing until I found the Kayla Aidan pack. I had seen this earlier but skipped it because I wanted Aidan alone. This time, I decided to buy the pack anyway. Soon after, Folio cards appeared, but I didn't have enough stall coins, so I pinned them for later. Now it was time for the battle I'd been waiting for, the one where I finally had a full team of 5 heroes. I specifically wanted Aidan for this fight because when Aidan is paired with Electra, his health skyrockets, making him incredibly hard for Kayla to damage. With Electra up front dealing pressure and Aidan boosting survivability, the rest of the team cleaned up the fight. I lost only Orion, and earned another 90 stall coins. Back to the development shop for the final preparation phase. I bought the Folio cards, finishing his upgrade as well. Then I grabbed Cascade cards just in case I couldn't get Aidan later. After that, I purchased Merlin and Axel. A refresh showed Mara and Biscuit, bought those two. Another refresh revealed Oliver and Aidan, and I bought both, Oliver specifically for Electra's survivability. 2 refreshes later, Chorus appeared, and I bought him as well. One more refresh, Albus appeared, bought. Another refresh, Cascade, 2 card and 3 card packs. I had only 26 stall coins left, so I didn't want to risk it and took only the 2 card pack. That meant I would head into the final battle with Cascade instead of Aidan. My final team was Electra with Oliver, Arachne with Mara, Cascade with Merlin, Orion with Chorus, and Folio with Axel. The team pet was Chorus because the enemy lineup had Arachne and Polaris, and I wanted protection against stun effects. The fight itself was long, Heidi's damage resistance was insane, but the key to victory was Arachne's stuns. In the end, only Arachne and Electra remained standing, and it took time to break through Heidi, but eventually I secured the win. The reward, the grand prize, a legendary gift of Dominion, 20,000 Valor coins, and 2 medallions. And that's Chapter 4, Guardians. Smart shop choices, tight hero synergies, and clutch stuns, that's what carried this run. Preparation is everything. Now tell me, how did your own Chapter 4 go? Drop your team, your wins, or even your struggles in the comments. Your experience helps the whole community. If this guide helped, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next strategy. Keep optimizing and pushing forward. Victory comes to those who prepare. Salute and friendship.